Have you ever felt like being a good mom means your own needs have to come dead last? It's like there's an internal script we're all handed, a set of unwritten rules that many mothers feel that they have to follow. It's a script that often casts moms as the default parent for everything. The keeper of all schedules, the baker of homemade cupcakes, the one who can magically soothe any cry and anticipate every need. Following this script religiously can lead to feeling completely, utterly burnt out. It can leave you feeling like you're doing everything and still, somehow, wondering if it's ever enough. The script promises that if you just give enough, do enough, and sacrifice enough, you'll get a happy family and a sense of fulfillment. But often, the math just doesn't add up. The more a person gives, the less of them there is to give. It's possible to become a ghost in your own home, constantly needed but feeling completely invisible. Today, we're talking about that moment that can change everything. The breaking point that forces so many to see the script for what it is. Totally unsustainable. We're going to explore how to start rewriting the rules of motherhood, one small, terrifying boundary at a time. Welcome to Insights from Insight, Understanding Minds and Supporting Growth, a resource from Insight Education Academy. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. So what exactly is in this good mom script? It's funny because no one hands you this manual when you leave the hospital, but we all seem to get a copy. We just absorb it from society, from social media, maybe even from how we were raised. The typical version is a masterpiece of impossible expectations. Rule number 1 is that a good mom is always available. Her phone is never on silent. She's replying to the class group chat at lightning speed. She answers every single call from the school, and she's the first to volunteer for the bake sale, the field trip, and the committee that plans the other committees. Rule number 2 is that a good mom house is a direct reflection of her love. This means it has to be clean, but also fun, stocked with healthy organic snacks, but also ready for spontaneous cookie baking at a moment's notice. It has to be a fortress of calm and order, even if on the inside you feel like a walking, talking tornado of anxiety. Rule number 3 is that a good mom remembers everything. She holds the entire mental load. She knows the date of the next dentist appointment, what day library books are due, which cousin's birthday is coming up, the current shoe size of every child, and that one specific brand of yogurt the toddler will eat this week before deciding its actual poison next week. Just holding that massive to-do list in your head is a full-time job. And rule number 4 is a big one. A good mom is selfless. Her needs are a distant, forgotten afterthought. Self-care is for other people. You know, people with more time and fewer responsibilities. There's a belief that taking any moment for yourself is a moment you are stealing from your children. Many think this is just the price of admission for raising good humans. They don't see it as a choice. They see it as a duty. And that duty is performed for years until the body and mind start sending up flares that just can't be ignored anymore. The burnout doesn't always hit like a lightning strike. It's often a slow, creeping fog. It can start with being irritable all the time. The sound of your own name, Mom, starts to feel like a tiny electric shock. You might find yourself crying in the laundry room over a dropped sock. Not because of the sock, but because it's just one more thing to pick up. The actual breaking point isn't always some huge dramatic event. It can be quiet and crushingly ordinary. Imagine standing in the kitchen, trying to answer a work email on your phone, while sort of supervising homework, stirring a pot on the stove, and pretending to listen to your youngest tell a very long and winding story about a video game. Your phone is a symphony of demands, pings from school apps, dings from group text, buzzes from calendar reminders. And in that moment, you just freeze. Your mind goes completely blank. You can't process the story, or the email, or what you're cooking. It can feel like 72 open tabs in your brain have crashed at once. The noise, the needs, the constant pulling, it all converges into a silent scream inside your head that just says, I can't do this anymore. This isn't just being tired. This is a deep soul-level exhaustion. You feel detached from your own life, like you're watching someone else go through the motions. You love your kids more than anything in the world, but are so depleted that you start to resent the very act of being needed. And the guilt that comes with that feeling, that is the heaviest weight of all. It's on a night like that when you might sit at the dark kitchen table and admit something for the very first time. The script is failing me. It's making me a worse mom, not a better one. And if it doesn't get thrown out, you're going to disappear completely. The morning after a moment like that, it's clear something has to give. But the idea of a massive life overhaul can feel completely paralyzing. So the best place to start is with one tiny edit, one single microscopic boundary. For many, the phone is the main artery of overwhelm. The constant barrage of notifications from the school parent app can be a huge trigger. Every single ping feels like an urgent, immediate summons that screams, attention required now. A forgotten library book, a call for bake sale donations, a picture of a class art project. They all feel equally catastrophic. So a powerful first act of rebellion is this. Go into your phone's settings, find the school app, and turn off the banner and sound notifications. Decide that you will check the app once a day, in the evening when you are ready. Honestly, it can be terrifying. The good mom script in your head might have a full-blown panic attack. What if you miss something important? What if there's an emergency? This is so irresponsible. A good mom is always reachable. The fear and guilt are so real, but you can do it anyway. And you know what will happen? Absolutely nothing. The world won't end, and the kids will be fine. That evening, you can open the app and spend 10 minutes catching up. You'll see the call for bake sale volunteers, and for the first time, feel like you have the mental space to make a real choice. Instead of a knee-jerk, guilt-fueled yes, you can actually think about your schedule and energy levels. You can decide to say no. You can type a polite, I can't make it this time, but I'll be cheering you all on. And you can send it. The feeling is electric. It isn't just relief, it's a surge of power. By saying no to that one small thing, you are saying yes to yourself. Yes to a calmer afternoon. Yes to having enough emotional energy left to actually listen to your son's video game story. The tiny edit shows us that boundaries aren't about depriving your family. They're about preserving their mother. That first small no opens up this wild new idea. Boundaries aren't walls you build to keep people out. They're the guardrails that keep your life on track, preventing the whole family from driving off the cliff of burnout. It becomes clear that setting limits isn't selfish. It's a form of generosity, just in a way that's not often understood. It's time to reframe what it means to give. Saying no to another school committee isn't withholding help. It's giving your child a more present and less resentful mom for bedtime stories. By doing less, you give more of what actually matters. This works in the digital world too. Try muting certain group text. You know the ones, the constant stream of chatter and low-key drama. At first, it might feel antisocial, but what you're actually doing is giving yourself mental clarity. You gain the focus to be present for the conversations happening in your own home, not the ones buzzing in your pocket. Then tackle the home front. Many of us operate under the assumption that managing the entire household is our job. Rewriting that script means actually sharing the load. And that doesn't just mean delegating. It means giving your partner and your kids a sense of real ownership and teamwork. You are giving them essential life skills. What's gained isn't just time, it's a family culture where everyone is in it together. Your partner can become the undisputed lord of the dishwasher. They load it, they unload it, and you don't go near it. It's their kingdom. Most importantly, start carving out and protecting time for your own sanity. Scheduling a walk by yourself or a therapy appointment might feel like the ultimate selfish act, but it needs to be reframed. That hour is not selfish. It's essential mental maintenance. By protecting that space, you are giving your family a more resilient and emotionally regulated mom. It's the whole put on your own oxygen mask first thing. Every no is an act of generosity to yourself, which allows you to be generous with your energy and your joy in ways that truly matter. So realizing you need to rewrite the script is one thing. Actually doing it day to day is another beast entirely. The invisible load is what really gets you. It's the endless mental checklist, the constant decision making, the emotional labor that no one sees. So let's get super practical. If you're feeling this, here are the actual steps that can help lighten that invisible load. First, do an invisible labor audit. For one day, write down every single thing you do that isn't a physical task. Things like worry if the kids have eaten enough vegetables. Mentally plan 3 dinner options in case of picky eater mutiny. Remember to text grandma back. Figure out the logistics for soccer pickup. Just seeing it all on paper is so validating. It proves you aren't crazy for being exhausted, and it shows you exactly where you can start cutting back. Second, pick one digital boundary and stick to it. As we discussed, a great one is turning off app notifications. Then add another, no phone for the first hour after the kids get home. This creates a little pocket of protected, distraction-free time. Maybe for you, it's muting one specific group chat or limiting yourself to one daily check of school emails. Third, delegate one reoccurring task completely. Don't just ask for help with it once. Hand it over for good. As mentioned, a partner can become the lord of the dishwasher. This removes not just a task from your plate, but the mental energy of remembering it. Pick one thing, packing lunches, making dentist appointments, being in charge of teacher gifts, and delegate it forever. Fourth, practice the small no. It helps to learn a few handy phrases like, that sounds wonderful, but I just can't commit right now. Or, I can't lead that project, but I'm happy to send in a bag of snacks. Saying these polite little no's is like building a muscle. Every time you do it, the relief that washes over you reinforces that your well-being actually matters. Finally, and this may be the most powerful one, start naming the invisible labor out loud. Instead of silently trying to coordinate everything, say to your partner, hey, I'm feeling really overwhelmed by the summer camp schedule. Can you take the lead on researching options this week? Naming the work makes it visible. It transforms it from mom's secret stress project into a shared family responsibility. It's not about complaining, it's about communicating and creating a new, more balanced script together. For so long, many have thought that a mother's value is directly tied to the length of her to-do list and the depth of her self-sacrifice. The Good Mom script is written by a culture that too often mistakes maternal exhaustion for devotion. But it's a broken script. Here's the truth. You really cannot pour from an empty cup. Running on fumes doesn't serve you, and it definitely doesn't serve your kids. They don't need a perfect mom. They need a present and happy one. By setting a boundary, by saying a small no, by asking for help, you are not failing. You are modeling a healthier, more sustainable way to live for your children. You are teaching your sons and daughters that partnership is real, that rest is a right, and that a woman's worth isn't measured by her capacity for burnout. So I want to know, what's the one rule in your mom script that you are ready to rewrite? Drop it in the comments below. I really want to hear your stories because we are all in this together. And if this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more conversations about redefining motherhood. Your journey matters, and your story deserves to be heard.